I'm Jason Shim. I'm from New Jersey. I've been doing this business a little more than 4 years, and then very nice to meet you. I'm doing this as full time now. Yes. I want to talk about company and products and compensation plan. And I want to talk about system. If I don't know if I have enough time to talk about the system, so let me talk about the system first. The system is something that you could be successful. Let's say, do you know how to drive a car? Raise your hand if you know how to drive a car. Everybody, right? Yes. Does it require to be good looking? No. Does it require to have a college degree to drive a car? No. Does it require that you have a lot of money to drive a car? No. Does it require you to be like young, not getting too old? It doesn't require anything, right? That's how once you know how to drive, you can get any place you want to be, right? That's the system. System is something that we can make you to be successful no matter who you are. You could be good looking, bad looking, old, young, male, female, higher education, low education, good speaker, bad speaker, doesn't matter who you are. You could be successful if you learn how to do a system. So the main goal is to learn about the system. So let me talk about it later if I have more time. So let me talk about the company first, okay? In South Korea, there's a Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute. There's a government institute. It's run by people's tax, okay? And they happen to develop a really good technology. So they wanted to found a company called SBT. But they wanted to make the company, but the law didn't allow them to make it. Why? Because they are government institute. For example, same thing. Let's say you've been working for government and you develop a technology. Is it your technology or government technology? It's government technology, even because you've been working for government. And you cannot make your own company out of that technology, right? So they had to make a special law, which is government-sponsored company. That's a special law. So they had to make a new law to make this company. And that's what happened in South Korea. But according to that law, the carrier can invest only their technology. They cannot invest any money. They cannot invest any cash. So they could invest only technology. So that's why they need a partner who could invest their money. In this case, it is Kolma. Kolma. They've been doing this business for 100 years. They are from Wisconsin. You know, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's over there on the northern area, Wisconsin. And they have 9 branch offices throughout the world. So they is international company. And what they're doing is OEM, ODM. Original equipment manufacturing or original designers manufacturing, which means they never do retail. They don't do retail. They are cosmetic companies, but they never sold the cosmetics to retail market. What they do is they manufacture cosmetics only for cosmetic companies. So what they do is the regular cosmetic companies, you hear many cosmetic companies out there, right? Usually they buy cosmetics from Kolma and they put their own label and sell in the retail market. That's what they do. And they've been doing this for 100 years, which means they have good technology and good quality. Otherwise, they cannot stay in the market, not even 10 years, right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. The meaning they've been doing this business for 100 years mean they have good technology, good quality. That's how they could stay, and they have 9 branch offices throughout the world. One of the Kolma is helping carry is Kolma Korea. Kolma Korea, they develop, they invest their technology plus their money. So they invest this too. Carry invests only technology. Colma invested technology and money. And they got 62% of share and Carry got 38% of share, right? You know, I used to be working for a nail salon. And I used to do pedicure for 6 months. Why? Because my wife is a nail technician. She's been doing this nail business, nail worker for 10 years, and she's a really good professional. And we wanted to open our own nail shop in New Jersey, not here, don't worry about it. But we don't have any money, so we couldn't open our own nail shop. But there's a lady offer us that she's gonna invest some money, so let's do partnership. Can we do that? Yes, since we have a technology, since we have a good skill, we could do a partnership. But if I don't have any skill, can it be a partnership? No, they cannot be partner. Same thing. Carry, they invest their technology, and the technology is really, really unique. That's why the Colma, which is an amazing company, and they allow them to have 38% of share because of the technology. I will talk about it later. And the products made from SBT is distributed by Atomy. So Atomy doesn't manufacture anything. Atomy just get the product and distribute to customers. All right? Atomy is not selling only products from SBT, but also they are selling products from other companies also. So they have many partner companies supplying for Atomy. All right? So in this case, if you look at this as a, let's say, for example, let's assume this is a company. Then Atomy is sales department. Sales department, Atomy, because Atomy is selling the products. And SBT in this case could be manufacturing department. Manufacturing department. And in this case, Carry could be R&D department. Research and development. Every single company has R&D department. Why? Without R&D department, they don't have a future. Agree? Because they have to prepare for their future. They need to develop new technology so that they can market with a new technology, new product to new market. Without R&D, they cannot have a future. So every single company is investing their part of their profit to their R&D department to prepare for their future. In our case, Carry is doing R&D department. And R&D costs a lot of money. Agree? Right? It costs. But the point is, the cost is coming from people's tax. Because Carry is government institute. The government is providing the money, and the money is from people's tax. That's Korean people's tax. So the point that you have to understand is the price in our product is not including R&D price. That's why it could be cheap. And why is it so cheap? Because we don't even advertise, we don't even make a sample, we don't run any department store. Let's say you go to a Sears, Bloomingdale, or JCPenney. If you enter, the first thing you see, what is that? There's cosmetic booth. There's a lot of beautiful ladies. Hey, try this. Hey, you wanna try this? You know, if you buy a product from there, you are paying for that rental space. And you are paying for that lady also. And they must be advertising a lot of money. So you are paying all of this. But we don't do any of those. We don't even pay for R&D. So that's why the price is so good. So good. So that's the benefit of using Atomy products. And number two, when you talk about, I like to talk about our CEO. CEO Park. He's the founder of Atomy, and he saw this concept, he says, wow, we could make a lot of people to be rich. Instead of I become rich, we could make lots of people to be rich. That was his goal. That was his goal. You know, many cosmetic companies, the CEO is rich, huge rich, super rich. But many employees working for him is not rich. You know, they have a job. You know what job stands for? Just over broke. If you work for somebody else, you're never gonna be rich. Never gonna be rich. Only the top people will be rich, not you. But in this case, our CEO Park said, wow, we could make many people to be rich. That's what our Mr. Park. And we want to talk about Dr. Lee. He's been professor for 35 years in a military academy in South Korea. He's been teaching economics, military economics. You know what military economics is? Their main goal is to kill as many people as possible with as little money as possible. That's the military economics. And he applied that rule in Atomy so that we could recruit as many people as possible with as little money as possible. That's Atomy economics. So we want to spread this word to as many people as possible so that we could be rich. You could be timely, financially freedom. Right? That's Dr. Lee. So you're going to watch their VODs in YouTube or Atomy's website. Watch them. Listen to them. Learn from them. And one more person that I want to talk about is Dr. Hyun. He's a very famous scientist, by the way. He's been in the famous autobiographic dictionary for many years. And he's one of the 100 scientists selected by the Cambridge University in England. So he's a very famous one. Why? Because he made space food. You know what space food is? You know, let's say you go to outer space by taking space trip. You cannot just simply, Mom, I'm going space today. Can you make a lunchbox for me? Can you do that? No. You need a special food. In fact, only few countries can make space food. Only few countries. And Korea is one of the countries. And Dr. Byun, he's the one who developed the technology. He's the one. And you know what he made also? He made also hemoim and cosmetics, these two. He made these hemoim, he made these cosmetics. That's what he made. So it's supposed to be very, very good. It's not just simple drinking, simple cosmetics, all right? But in the beginning of Atomy, he didn't like it. He didn't like it because these are made from people's tax. But what kind of company is selling these products? MLM company. What is MLM? Multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing. We call multi-level marketing, but do you know what people think of that MLM? People think most to lose money. That's what they think. Because MLM, nobody made the money before. Even though they think they made a success, they collapse. They collapse. That's what MLM. Because if you do MLM, especially in South Korea, that's not something you're not supposed to do this. You better stay away from MLM because it's hurting people. It's not helping people, but it's hurting people. That's what MLM means in South Korea. They have a really, really bad taste about MLM. But Atomy is MLM. And Atomy is selling his products, hemoim and cosmetics. That's why he didn't like it in the beginning. But later, he found it out that our CEO Park is selling hemoim much, much cheaper price. Because before Atomy is moving this hemoim, there was another company selling hemoim, 60 packets for over $700. This was over $700 before Atomy is moving this product. But when CEO Park came in, let's reduce all the cost. We're not advertising, we're not making a sample. Let's cut all the cost. So let's find out how cheap, how is the possible price as, the cheapest possible price. So that's why he found it out. 30 pieces in a box, they were selling $88. So that's why we were able to sell more and more. And as a result of that, we could cut down the cost. And finally, they were making more profit. And they didn't want to keep the profit. They want to give back to customers. So they raised the quantity to 42 pieces without raising the price. Because they don't advertise, they don't make a sample, they don't running any the retail store. They cut everything. So they were able to make least amount of profit. So what CEO said is, let's sell to many people with a cheaper price. Then we can make same money, right? Instead of making big profit from few people. Yeah. That's what he said. So he was able to selling more and more people, and because that's why the cost came down. So he was able to give us 42 packages with the same money. Later, it became 48. Later, it became 54. Later, now, it became 60 packages in a box without raising any penny. That's the management the CEO Bob can do. And he has really good management skill. So, look at this. So originally, it was 60 packages over $700. Now, how much is 60 packages same with $88. So it's like almost 1/10 of the price from the original price.
So the Atomy product is like not too expensive, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then cosmetics also. They were selling Morning 5 like this in one set with a smaller size over $350 for one set in the beginning. But again, same thing. He cut all the advertisement, no more sample. So if someone asks you, hey, do you have a sample so that I can try before I buy? There's no sample. So you could just simply say, well, try the whole thing. If you like it, pay me how much. If you don't like it, bring it back, because there's 100% money back guaranteed. Okay? So you have nothing to lose, and that's why we were able to cut all the costs. Now they are selling this whole set of Morning 6 for $88 if you buy four boxes, right? 4 boxes. Same thing, if you buy 4 boxes, that's the price. So that's why people are buying more and more. They were able to make it bigger size. They were able to put BB cream and make it Morning 6 instead of Morning 5. So that's why Dr. Bjorn found it out, Atomy is different. Atomy is company called MLM, but it's not like any other MLM. So now he likes it. He likes Atomy. He likes our CEO Park. He loves him, actually. That's why Dr. Bjorn promised us that as long as he's involved making a new product, he's going to give that product to Atomy only. So, for example, recently we had what? Red ginseng? Red ginseng is famous for thousands of years if it's from South Korea. Korean red ginseng is really, really famous for thousands of years. And Dr. Bjorn was involved to make a new red ginseng, and it is 4 times stronger than any red ginseng in the market, and it is cheaper. Wow. So what do you think? The red ginseng is #1 functional food in South Korea. So far, hemoim is the number 2. Number 2. Hemoim is number 2. And we are taking over the #1 functioning food in South Korea, not only from South Korea, but also the whole world. Think about your opportunity. All right? And if we have more and more products available, as long as Dr. Bjorn is involved, we'll have it exclusively. Think about the opportunity. And we got this already, red ginseng. And you know what? There's so many red ginseng stores out there, they're in trouble. Why? Because of you. because you're the one who could change the market. So that's, that's about Dr. Byun. So since we have people like this, our Atomy power is really strong. Atomy is not that big yet. It's not as big as like Microsoft or GM, GE. It's not as big like that. Not like a Samsung. But we have a bright future. Because we're going to be taking over the distribution channel. TV home shopping, internet shopping mall, and membership shopping mall like a BJ, Walmart, or Costco like that. We'll be taking over all these distribution channels. So you're the one who will be taking over that market, and you could be making different life for you, not only for you, but also people around you. Okay, you're the one that's going to make the difference. That's about the company. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the products, okay? The first thing, products. We have a concept about the product. What is the concept? Absolute quality, absolute price. What's the opposite word of absolute? Relative. Let's say I'm selling this product. I'm selling this product. And how much do you want to sell for? $1. $1? You cannot just make them like that, because if you, let's say you're a CEO, you're running a company, you're running a Samsung company. How much do you want to sell for?
Depends on how much it costs.
It's used, so you can
I'm gonna say 300.
discount down.
No,
So
as
100.
much as I could get.
Really got it. They want to make as much as possible. And then they want to compare with the competitors. What is the biggest competitor of Samsung? Apple, right? So they want to gain Apple's market, and they want to make at the same time as maximum money as possible. So that's what they do, right? So let's say there's another company who can make the exactly similar product like Samsung, and they are selling for $100. You know what Samsung gonna do? They're gonna sell for $90. Then the competitors, oh really? We wanna sell for $80 now. Really? We're gonna sell for $70. That's relative price. You wanna compare with the other company, and then you decide how much you're gonna charge to customers. That's the relative price. But Atomy is different. Atomy, absolute price, means they don't care, we don't care how much they are selling for. We don't care. We don't care. We just want to charge as little as possible. That's absolute price. We don't want to wait until they lower the price, then we lower again. They lower again, we lower. We don't do that. We just go straight to bottom price. That's the absolute price. But absolute quality, we make the best product first. We decide the quality first. Make the quality as best as possible, and then decide the price. So we call it absolute quality, absolute price. That's the concept of Atomy product. And one of the most popular product is cosmetics. Cosmetics is made with oil, water, functioning material. That's what makes cosmetics. But when you extract the ingredient from plant or herbs, it comes out like this color, black color. If it comes out like this black color, they cannot use this material into their cosmetics, because skincare product cannot have any color in it. Agree?
Yes.
Why? Because if they have a cosmetics has color in it, if you keep putting on your face, you could improve your wrinkles, you could make your skin much tighter, but you become Smurf family. You know what Smurf family? Papa Smurf, Smurf has a green face. Your face turn into blue or green.
Yeah.
You cannot have you don't want to happen to your face. So that's why cosmetic companies, they cannot have any color in their cosmetic. But they have to extract from the plant so that it could be natural cosmetics, right? So that's why they have to extract the ingredient from the plant. But when you extract the ingredient from the plant, it comes out like this black color. So that's why they couldn't use fresh herbs. Instead, they had to dry them. When you dry it, think about it. Does it dry like this? No. You need to put some heat or sunshine, and you need to have some time, and you need some space, and you need more people to manage that process. It takes a lot of money to do that. Even after you dry them, you could extract only a little bit, which is 0.01%. So how much is it? Tiny. Teeny tiny. Itchy bitchy little bit. Right? So it's like, let's say, a green tea cosmetics from X company. They have only 0.01% of green tea extract is in the cosmetics. It's like you have a water and you put green tea leaf and take it back. That's how much they have in their cosmetics. Because of the limited technology of what they have. But the Carey developed the technology like this. Let's say you put a gamma ray, and it becomes like this. Clear water. Clear. There's no odor. There's no color. There's no impure things. Impure means there's no toxic. They were able to extract only the ingredient that we need without having any odor, without having any color, without having any toxic in it. So, because of this technology, they were able to put 500 times more ingredient into our cosmetics than any regular cosmetics out there. 500 times more ingredient. According to the news, because of this, we were able to make 100 times better cosmetics, according to the news. 100 times better, they said. 100 times. Let's just suppose that our cosmetics is 10 times better, or 5 times better, or 2 times better than Sicily, Chanel, or Lancome. What if the quality is just equal than Sicily, Chanel, Lancome, or whatever it is? Our price is amazingly cheaper than them. So we have very, very high competition in the cosmetics field. In fact, nobody can beat us. No one can beat us. You know, cosmetics is more profitable than selling TV or computer or any other like electronics. Why? How often do you buy your TV? Maybe once in 10 years? Once in 10 years, right? How often do you buy your laptop? Do you buy your laptop every month? Probably, if you have a good money, probably you could buy it every year. But how often do you buy your cell phone?
2 years.
Once in 2 years, right? Can't wait. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
But cosmetics, these are everyday product. Once you run out of it, you have to buy it. So it's more profitable than selling semiconductors. And we have a huge margin from this. And actually, if you go outside, the cosmetic companies, they are making a lot of money. Actually, they are ripping off your pocket. They charge too much money, actually. But we cut everything, and we are selling this whole set for $88 per box if you buy 4 sets.
And in the mall, something for with the competitor will cost $400 or $500.
Exactly. And we got this technology patent. You know what patent means, right? It's protected by patent. No one else can do this. And you know what? Because of the gamma ray, not a regular company can do this because it's from nuclear. A regular company cannot use nuclear power. Can you? No. Even though it's not even though there's no patent, they cannot do it because it's radiation. nuclear power. And you can understand this process like this. If, let's say, if I hang this jacket by the window and leave it there for years, what's going to happen to my jacket?
It'll fade.
The color's going to fade away, right?
Yes.
But does it become complete white color? No, it just fade a little bit, even after a few years. So this process, this black color to transparency color, it doesn't happen like that. But they developed this technology so that they could do like this. In a snap, the color or the impure things is removed. So this is a technology they developed, and that's why right after they developed this technology, Japanese company and American company wanted to buy this technology. Until that moment, the Korean cosmetic companies, they had to import the base cosmetics from Japanese company and American company. But right after this moment, they wanted to buy this technology so that they can make better cosmetics, so that they can charge a lot more money, so that they can make more money. But, this technology was developed by what? People's tax. That's government technology. So they didn't want to sell it. Instead, they want to make their own company. That's why they had to make a special law so that they could make SBT. And now Atomy is distributing these cosmetics. So you should be proud of this. You should be proud of this product. It's not just a product to make a profit. It's from Korean people's tax. The Korean people pay the tax, and you are taking advantage of it. So would you like it? Yes. So that's the first technology. It's not only that. There's another technology. It's fermentation technology.
Yeah, first one was called what?
This is a radiation fusion technology.
Okay.
Radiation fusion technology, RFT they call. And the second technology is fermentation technology. The first thing is cordyceps militaris. Oh my goodness. I could remember this. And the second thing, I cannot remember, so I just call it special mushroom. I cannot even pronounce this. And the third one is sweet brown rice. They fermentate this. So what they get is, they get fermented water. Like I said, cosmetics is made from oil, water, and functioning material. So regular cosmetic companies, what they use is they use distilled water, or pure water, mineral water, or purified water, or filtered water. That's kind of water they are using. But our water is from fermented water. Why fermented water is very important? Because it has lots of amino acid, which is supposed to be very, very good for your skin. It's very good for your skin. But does regular cosmetic company, they know about this? Yes, they know. They know about this. But why they cannot use this technology? There's a reason. Did anybody try kimchi before?
Yes.
Kimchi. Do you like it?
Very much.
I love it.
You love it? Okay. So you like kimchi. I love it. I eat kimchi every single day. I like it. But would you like to have the kimchi smell with you whole day? Everywhere you go, you have a kimchi smell. Do you like it? No. Even though I love it, I like it, even though it's healthy, it has some smell. Why? Because it's fermented. When you fermented this thing, we could get a very nice fermented water, but it has a bad smell, bad odor. That's why regular cosmetic companies, they cannot use this technology. But for us, we don't have a problem because of this. Okay? So we use fermented water for our cosmetics, which is really good. Not only this, there's another technology, number 3. Nano capsule technology. Our skin gap is, our skin is 120 to 150 nanometer. That's our skin gap. But other cosmetic companies, their particle size is over 200 nanometer. So which is bigger than your pore size, which is bigger than your gap of your skins. But in Atomy, our size is 33 to 50 nanometer, which is only 1/3 of your pore size. So it's very easier to be absorbed. You don't have to be put hot towel to open your pore. Ladies, sounds familiar? Put hot towel and wait for a minute, like an open pore, and then do something, and then close, whatever. We don't have to do this anymore. It just naturally absorbs Atomy product. Not every Atomy product, but Essence. Our Essence is this technology. Actually, in 2005, there was a cosmetics competition in Italy. And this technology is selected as a top technology in the world. That's the technology we are using, these three technologies. So even though we are selling with such a cheap price, it's not cheap stuff. You should be aware of that, aware of this fact. All right? So that's the product. That's the cosmetics. What's the another greatest seller in Atomy? Him, yes. Him. You just tried it, right?
Yes.
You know, why Carrie made cosmetics and functioning food? Why did they do that? Because they have more than 3,000 researchers in their facilities. What they're doing is researching nuclear. Nuclear is radiating, what is that? Alpha, beta, gamma, X-ray. These are very bad light. It's going to hurt you. You know, cancer patient people, what do they go through? They go through radiotherapy. The radiation kills not only the cancer cells, but also it kills your normal cells. That's the problem. You know, it's okay to take an X-ray picture once a year. But would you like to take an X-ray picture for no reason? No. If you broke your arm, broke your leg, it hurt something, then people take an X-ray picture. Still, you want to avoid it. Why? Because it hurt you. But those people from Carrie, what they're doing is they like taking X-ray picture every single day. Every single day, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Every day. Not only X-ray, but also alpha, beta, gamma, all kinds of radiation they are getting exposed. They, of course, they like to be careful about this, but still, they are getting a lot more than normal people. So, as a result of that, these people has less immune system. And because of this, they become disease. And because of this, they get cancer. And because of this, they die. That's a serious problem for these people. They are the top brainers in South Korea, but they are confronting this bad problem. So they want to avoid it. That's why they propose that government let us do something for us. But the government didn't allow them. Why? Because there's more countries has advanced technology on nuclear power, right? America, France, Italy, these countries are more advanced countries than South Korea. If they couldn't do it, probably we couldn't do it either. So let's not waste our money. So there was government at that time. But these people, they just cannot simply wait and die. So they had to do something so government finally granted it under certain condition. Number one, you could have only 15 PhDs. Okay, we'll give you 15 PhDs. You make a team, you research about it. And number two, we'll give you 10 years. If you cannot do it in 10 years, forget it. There must be a reason that the advanced countries couldn't do it. So after 10 years, if you cannot do it, forget it. We don't want to spend more money. And number three, use 100% domestic material. If you make a success on that technology, that could be first technology in the world. And if you have to import the material from, for example, China, Japan, or Russia, it could be political. Even though you have a technology, if you can obtain the material, what is it good for the technology, right? So that's why you just have to use 100% domestic material. So after 8 years, they made a success. Let me just give you conclusion. They got a patent. They got patent. From where? They got patent from South Korea, of course. They got patent from Japan. They got patent from US. US just doesn't give away patents. They have to see if it's true, right? Otherwise, they're not going to give you a patent. Well, I made the water. Can I get patent? They have to see it if it's really true. US, they gave us patent. Not only these countries, but also France, Italy, Germany, England. These are the countries we got a patent from. You know, look at these countries. They are all advanced countries. They know about science. They know about technology. And we got that patent from all of these countries. So it's not just a ability. It's result of a scientist. It's the result of science. So we're not just selling a liquid. This is a result of science. All right? What are those patterns? Number one, it has anti-cancer. Anti-cancer. It is huge already. It has pattern about anti-cancer activity. It's already something. Number two, hematopoiesis. What does hematopoiesis means? It means it's making blood and pushing into your system. You know, if you have more blood, you have a better circulation. If you have a better circulation in your body, you become healthier. If you have bad circulation, you get sick. That's what it's in Chinese. If you have a better circulation, you're good. If you have a bad circulation, you're sick. That's what in Chinese. So hematopoiesis means it's helping your bone marrow in your backbone to make more blood. Let's say if you're like 10 years old or 20 years old, you're full of energy. It's like you're hot blood. If you have a blood, you have a powerful, you have full of energy, you could go on whole night. You could party whole night. You could play soccer whole day. The next morning, you are a brand new person. But for people over like 40s, 50s, let's say if they party whole night, the next morning they die. If they play soccer whole day, they'll be sick for 1 week. What's the difference? Because they are young? But what about people who are running marathon every month at the age of 50s? They're not young. But what is the difference? Because they have a full of blood. The energy comes from blood. So if the hematopoiesis help you to make a blood just like you were young, then you become young. That's the secret. Number three, it has pattern about boosting your immune system. Immune system. What is the immune system? Immune system is a self-healing system from God. The God gave you, each one of you, to heal yourself. If you have a problem, you can heal yourself. right? That's the immune system. But how do you measure your immune system? Some says, oh, she has a strong immune system. She has a low immune system. People are all different. But how do you measure the immune system? They count the number of white blood cells. Where's the white blood cells in your blood? If you have a large number of white blood cells, your immune system is strong. If you have a low number of white blood cells, your immune system is low. That's what it is. So where's the white blood cell? It's from blood. So they are all connected. If you could make more blood, you could have more white blood cells, and then you could have more immune system. That's what it is. Number 4. It has pattern about antioxidant. Antioxidant. You know, there's a market. If you go to market, you could find a lot of things are good for antioxidant. For example, is broccoli good for antioxidant?
Yes.
Yes. How about blueberry?
Yes.
Is blueberry good for antioxidant? Yes. Even better than broccoli. How about, what is it, the pomatum? Pomelo, yeah. That's better, good for antioxidant. How about acai berry? Do you know acai berry? Which is from Amazon? It's better than blueberry. Okay? Antioxidant.
Is that
We-
kale also number 1 now? Kale?
Kale is, kale is also good too. Yeah. But our antioxidant is not like any others. Why? Because let's say this is a normal cell. That's a normal cell. But if you expose that normal cell from our body to radiation, it dies like this. The DNA pops out and you die if you expose the radiation. That's why the normal cell die if you go through radiotherapy, right? But if the cell is from hemoheme, let's say you've been taking the hemoheme and then you extract the cell, and if you expose the radiation, it might damage a little bit, but it survives. The cells survive. That's the difference. You know, you've been taking all the good stuff, like taking fruits, vegetables, kale, blueberry, acai berry, all kinds of things. But still, if you're exposed to radiation, your cells dying. But if you've been taking hemoheme, it's strong enough to endure the radiation. It's strong enough. That's why if you go IAEA.org, it's an International Atomic Energy Association. That's an organization under UN. All right? The IAEA is a huge organization. And on their homepage, they said hemoheme is a radio protector, which means hemoheme could protect you from radiation because of this. Because we have a strong antioxidant. Several thousands more stronger than any other antioxidant product in the market. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all connected together because of hematopoiesis. Because we were able to produce more blood. All of these are taken care. Right? So don't wait until you get sick. When you're strong, when you're still healthy, start taking hemoheme to protect your healthy. Because everybody, even you are strong and healthy, your body is producing cancer cells every day. Your body is producing cancer cells every day because if you have stress, you have all kinds of chemicals around, you know, all those things producing cancer cells. But your immune system is killing it every day. But hear me out. By the age of 50, usually people has 50% of their immune system. So if you are older than 50, your immune system is half only. So you better start taking hemoheme. Or you better start recommending to your friends who's over 50 years old. Or you better start taking for yourself so that you could maximize your immune system so that you don't get sick. Okay? So that's hemoheme. What else is good product? Do you know about probiotics? Which is very popular these days. Our probiotics has 10 plus. It has more than 10 kinds of good bacteria for your small intestine. You know, your small intestine is taking care 70% of your immune system. So you better take care of your small intestine also. Most of probiotics products in the market, they have only 1 or 2 kinds of probiotics in the product. But our probiotics has 10 kinds of probiotics in our stick. So take probiotics. What else is good? Did you ever try our toothpaste?
Yes.
Amazing stuff. Why is that? Because they have a propolis in it. Propolis. What is propolis? Is it brother from Indianapolis? Propolis is a natural antibiotics from beehive. So the propolis is protecting the beehive so that it could be germ-free. But in the nature, the probiotics is not water-soluble. But the scientists from the Cary, they developed this propolis to be water-soluble. Water-soluble, which is very good, very important concept, because if you brush your teeth, do you brush your teeth with water or oil? Water. So it better be water-soluble. But other propolis in the market, they're not water-soluble. And they developed this technology and they got patent. We talking about all kinds of patent, right? These are also patent product. Our toothpaste is patent product. It's not like any other toothpaste. But how much is it? If you buy 20 pieces as a set, each costs only $3.40 plus tax, which is only like a normal toothpaste price. But because of the propolis, if you have any problem like in your gum, like a bleeding gum, sensitive gum, receding gum, all kinds of problems, inflammation inside your gum, these are all taken care because of natural antibiotics. Natural antibiotics. It's going to help you a lot, especially in the summertime if you have a bug bite. I had the experience when I was traveling to Tennessee. There was a lady has a bug bite by the deer tick, and the skin becomes like mountain. And she's been trying many other things, trying to calm it down. It's really itching, and she's almost like cut his arm. But I told her, why don't you try toothpaste? So she put toothpaste on her arm, and the next morning, it's gone. Because of the propolis.
I use it too for that.
Yeah. So many people has experience like that. And what's another great product? Toothbrush. Have you tried it already?
Yes.
Toothbrush. What's the biggest problem with the toothbrush?
Bacteria.
Yes. The bristle itself is collecting bacteria more than toilet tub. According to the news, the toothbrush you are using is collecting 200 times more bacteria than your toilet tub. Do you know what toilet tub is? It's something you have to take off your pants and sit on it and do number 2. That's toilet tub. But according to the news, your toothbrush is collecting 200 times more bacteria than toilet tub. Disgusting. So if you're brushing your teeth 3 times a day, it's like you're licking your toilet tub 3 times a day with your mouth. Would you like to do that?
No.
No, if you could see the bacteria sitting on your bristle, could you put into your mouth?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Just because you cannot see,
Yes, that's right.
probably you could put it in. Just because you cannot see, that doesn't mean it's not there. Right? It's there, even though you cannot see it. But our toothbrush is specially engineered with a pure gold. It doesn't collect any bacteria. Actually, if you look at the box, there's a certified test. If you put our bristle into bacteria, they all die. So you cannot grow bacteria on our toothbrush. And it's so soft and so tiny, it cleans almost like a dental floss. It's really, really great. So if you use toothpaste and toothbrush together, your gum's gonna be really strong. If you have a wiggling tooth, if you keep using our toothpaste and toothbrush, your gum is going to be tight, much tighter, and you're not going to have a wiggling tooth anymore. Actually, there was a person, in my partner in Virginia, he supposed to have a gum surgery because he has a very severe inflammation in his gum. And it's going to cost him $14,000 to do that. In the meantime, there was a lady introduced this product to him, and so he started using our toothpaste and toothbrush. And by the time he has to go to the dentist said, my goodness, you don't have to do it. What happened? You don't have to do it. So he's been using it like 3 months.
3 months.
Wow. And what happened is he saved $14,000.
Yes.
And he gave me a very nice sunglass thanking to me. I didn't know him. My partner introduced him, and he thanked me.
Yes.
He got me a really nice sunglass. So what would you gonna give me? Just kidding. So we have all kinds of great products in Atomy. So you should be proud to introducing to people.
Yes.
You don't have to be shameful. You know, sales is easy. You've been selling products. You're trying to sell a car. You're trying to sell a shampoo. You're trying to sell a cosmetics.
Yes.
But it's not easy. Why? Because you are making profit. And you know, the sales is easy if you sell good quality product with a cheaper price. Let's say this, if you find a good quality of BB cream, it's like a $50, $60. But if you recommend this BB cream and you could sell for like $9 plus tax if you buy 4 as a member, it's going to be very easy to sell product. In fact, it'll be their benefit if they use this product, right? So sales is not that difficult. If you have a good quality product with a cheaper price, it's not difficult. So with this product, what I want to tell you is marketing plan, the compensation plan. With this product, if you cannot make money, what is it good for? If you cannot make money, just stay as a customer. But I'm telling you, with this product, if you do it, you can make a lot of money. I'm making $13,000 to $14,000 a month. Not bad. Not bad. And you know what? I started from nothing. I'm a father of 4 children. In 2009, January 9, I got my 4th child. And at the very same month, I was kicked out of my house. That was the first house I ever purchased. That was the first house. But because of the economy, doesn't matter how hard you work, you're still losing the money. I bankrupt again. This is the first time I bankrupt. I lost my house. I had to move out from the house. I had to move into a rent house. It was miserable. In 2010, it was a little less than 1.5 years after I was kicked out of my house, I met Atomy. And I saw a vision. Wow, if it's true, I could make a living again. I didn't expect to make a lot of money at the time. I just wanted to make a living, normal living. I want to pay my bills. I want to buy some food. I can have some extra money if my daughter brings the birthday invitation card. I could give her some money so that she could buy a present and go to enjoy the birthday party. I couldn't do that before. But from nothing, you could do Atomy business. And you could be successful. Because many network marketing companies out there, there's a lots of requirement. Lots of requirement. But in Atomy, doesn't require anything. All they ask you is your desire. Your desire to be rich. That's all you need. That's all you need.
So you don't need any money to start the business, right?
I'm sorry?
So you don't need any money to start the business.
No, because here's a very important concept. We are using everyday products anyway, right? You're buying toothbrush, you're buying shampoo, you're buying body cleanser, you're buying dish detergent, laundry detergent. You're buying all kinds of products every day already. You are spending that money to other market already. And that money you are spending, it could be business money. It couldn't be business money before because you have to you have to give away to the owners of the market. But now you are the owner of that market, and you could use your everyday money that you have to spend anyway, could be your business investment. So if you're maintaining your life, you are doing business because you are buying your product from your store. And you could tell the same idea to people so that they could buy products from their own store. And we all connected, we are helping each other. Let me show you how you make money, okay? In order to understand about compensation plan, you have to understand one thing first. The first thing is pricing system. Morning 6, him or him, they are same price. How much is it if you buy one? $159. If you buy two, $234. If you buy three, $294. If you buy four, $352. So it costs $117, $98, $88. How do I memorize these things? Because I've been doing this same thing over and over for 3 years. You could memorize anything if you do the same thing over 3 years, right? So, doesn't matter which one you do, you get 100,000 PV. I said 100,000 PV. 100,000 is this. But the company is from South Korea. The numbers in South Korea are big. So it's like this. $1 is 1,000 Korean won. So you could think it as 100 PV. You could think it as 100 PV. But this is a Korean company. We have to follow their rule. So we have to see 100,000. So we like to put 100,000 like this, okay? So 100 KPV. It's like a K-pop, Korean pop, 100 KPV you could say. It's 100 PV, 100,000 PV, all right? If it's, so K is like a kilometer. And this is megabyte, kilobyte, megabyte, what is that? Gigabyte, something like that. So kilo is 1,000. Mega is a million, okay? So you could think it like that. So if you buy this product is 100,000 PV, you could understand this like that. Let's say you buy one box of Morning 6 with 159, the company makes this much profit. But if you buy two, the company can give you a little bit of discount, the company makes the same profit. If you buy 3 pieces, you could get more discount, company still make the same profit. If you buy 4, as a maximum, the company can give you maximum discount and company still make the same profit. That's how it is. So it doesn't matter which option you buy, the company make the same profit. Inside the Morning 6, except for this BB cream, all of these are same price. Let's say nutrition cream, eye cream, essence, lotion, toner. These are all same price. How much it is if you buy one? $32. If you buy two, $46. If you buy 3, $57. If you buy 4, $68. So it costs like $23, $19, $17, and you get 20,000 PV. So if I ask guys over here, mostly guys over here, if I ask you, you could buy 4 eye cream with $68. How much do you think it's a good price or not a good price? What do you think?
I don't know.
See, usually they have to think like a couple of seconds. Is it really good? Should I ask? But if I ask ladies, if you could buy 4 eye cream with $68, what do you think?
Yeah.
And they right away says, it's really cheap. It's a wonderful price. Right away, they don't even think. That's the difference between guys and ladies. So, in fact, I didn't know either, so don't be shameful. 4 pieces of eye cream with $68 is an amazing price. Usually it costs like $100. If you talk about brand name, it costs over $100. If you talk about top brand name, it costs you $200 per piece. And it's not even big like this. It's smaller. So would you like to spend that kind of money, or would you like to spend this kind of money with the technology I explained to you before? So this is the money that they want to spend. So once they experience this product, they want to buy over and over. So they are totally addicted to our products. So and every time they buy the product, they produce PVs. For example, BB cream, or sunscreen, or foam cleanser, deep cleanser. These are all same price. They are $16. If you buy two, $24. If you buy three, $30. If you buy four, $36. So if it costs $12, $10, $9, you get 10,000 PV. Okay? 10,000 PV. And what is PV? What is it?
Power deal.
Point value. It's point value. So it's profit. And we like to share the profit with the company and us, partners. The company gets 30%, and we get to get 70%. And we share like this, 100% of PV from whole world, and we share like this. 44% is general commission. And 20% is message bonus. And 6% is center education fee. And 30%, that's for the company. So we get, for people like us, we get number 1, number 2, number 3. But normally, we get checks from number 1. Normally. But if you achieve the mastership, you get number 1 and number 2. Or if you achieve the mastership and if you have a center, then you get number 1, number 2, number 3 all together. All three together. So let me explain you about the general commission first. General commission. 44% divided by number of people, and they calculate every day. And they pay weekly. So you get 4 times to 5 times a check in a month. Okay? So what is the first thing that you have to do to make money from Atomy? The very first step, what do you have to do?
Become a member.
You have to become a member. That way you have an Atomy ID. So does it require anything to become a member?
No.
Is there any joining fee? No. Is there any monthly requirement?
No.
No. How about annual fee?
No.
No. How about website fee?
No.
Nothing. Nothing. Actually, Atomy is the only network marketing company in the world doesn't have any of those. Zero requirement, zero obligation means you don't have any risk. Zero risk. Okay? But you have a tremendous opportunity out of this free opportunity. That's why it could be opportunity for everybody. You don't have to see if they have money or not. Do you have some money to do Atomy business? No, you don't need it. As long as you have a desire, as long as you have a passion, then you could be rich through Atomy. So, raise your hand if you're not a member yet. If you're not a member, oh, you're not a member yet. So feel free. Don't hesitate. You don't have to risk anything. Become a member.
I wasn't like
Atomy doesn't require anything, so feel free to join a member. All right? So what do you do the next step? So let's say you got a member, you become a member. What is the next step?
To use the product.
You have to start using the product. So if you buy products using your ID, what you're gonna get is your personal PV. It's like a mileage. Let's say you spend your credit card, you're getting a mileage, right?
Yes.
Same thing. If you're using your ID to by Atomy products, you're getting personal PV. We call it PPV. Personal PV. Okay? We have 4 levels that you have to achieve. Number 1, 300,000, 700,000, 1.5 million, 2.4 million. But PPP doesn't make any income. No income. It only qualifies. And never expire. Never expire. So it means once you get 300,000 PV in your account, it never disappears. Under one condition. What is the condition? You have to buy at least one item in a year. At least one item in a year. Doesn't matter how much it is. It could be $5, $6, or $10, $100. Doesn't matter. You have to buy at least one item in a year. In South Korea, there's a product with $1. So if I ask you, do you think you could spend $1 a year for yourself? That's fine then.
You spend money every day.
Yeah, actually we are spending almost every month. So the requirement, or the maybe we could call obligation, is you have to spend at least $5 or $6 a year. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah, even a dog can do it, right? So let's say you got a 300,000 PV for that. Okay, please attention. I like to take questions after I finish. Okay. So once you get a 300,000 PV, you are qualified for that level for the rest of your life. Once you qualify for that level. So how much you have to spend? Probably you have to spend 3 times of this. Or you can mix and match. And as long as you have 300,000 PV in your PPV, you are qualified for that level for the rest of your life. And if you add 400,000 more, you get 700,000, then you are qualified for that level for the rest of your life. And 1.5, 2.4. As maximum, if you have a 2.4 million points in your personal account, you could get any benefit from the company. You could get paid maximum money as long as you have 2.4, because it never expires. It's sitting there forever as long as you buy one item per year. Okay? So this PPV doesn't make any income for you. What do you need to have? You need to have group PV. Group PV. You have 2 kinds of group PV. What is that? Number 1, left group PV. The other one is right group PV. Atomy is binary system. You could have only 2 people. Your mother or your mother-in-law. 2 people, for example. Okay? And if you know more than 2 people, you could put people like this. Like this. Please form your lines like this. Don't try to, oh, I know this person, I like to help her. Even though she's not doing, you put people over here. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. Just form straight line like this. Okay? And when you do this, you have to make a list. A column, B column. A column, B column. Let's say, in my case, if it's my friend, I put A column, all my friends. If it's my wife's friend, then I put them on my B column. If it's my high school friend, I put A column. If it's my middle school friend, B column. If it's my church members, A column. If it's my neighbors, B column. If I know like Chinese people and they are like friends, and put them over here. If I know Japanese people as my friend, I put them like this. If they know each other, you better put them in same column. And make a name list. And if you meet person from A column, put in the left like this. If you meet the person on the B column, then put in the right side. So you have 2 group PV, left group PV, right group PV. Okay? And you have 6 characteristics of group PV. Number 1 is total sum. He buys something, she buys something, he buys something, she buys something, he buys something, buys something, and you all add up the PVs and make a total, and that's the group PV. Okay. Number 2, unlimited saving. Unlimited saving. Let me ask you, what's his name? B. B. I'm gonna make us one condition, same condition. Okay. Let's say if you have 100 PV for 1 month and you make $10. Okay. And we like to compare two companies, A company, Atomy company.
So the 100 points come from their branch, right?
100 PV from your bottom, from your group, or just make a simple condition. Doesn't matter which group it comes. If you have 100 PV, let's say you make $10.
So the $10 distribute on the.
On to you. Okay, you make $10 as a commission. If you have 100 PV as a group PV, okay, that's the condition. And company called A, company called Atomy. Okay, there's a guy who does 50 PV per month. Does he gonna make money?
No.
No, because they have to have 100 PV to make $10. If you do 50 PV, no money. But there's a lady does 10 PV from Atomy per month. Does she make money? No. No, because same condition I said. You have to have 100 PV to make $10. I'm just making an example to compare, right? But what happened to the 50 PV at the end of the month of this company?
Zero.
It becomes 0 PV. Whether you make a check or not, it becomes 0 PV. What about 10 PV from Atomy?
Same
It rolled over. Roll over. So the guy from A company does 50 PV forever. Does he gonna make any check in his life? No, because he never gonna check because he never exceeds 100 PV. But the lady on Atomy, she does just 10 PV. Does she gonna make money?
Eventually.
Yes, eventually. Every 10 months, she's gonna get a check because the PV will be saved until she exceeds 100 PV. So that's the difference. Unlimited saving, that means you have the group PV is sitting there until you make the money. It never disappears. But all other network marketing companies, at the end of the month, whatever PV you have, whether you make a check or not, it disappears. So you better make a check before it disappears from other network marketing. But in Atomy, there is no deadline to make a check. Actually, like I said, they calculate every day. Other network marketing, they calculate once a month.
Yes.
But Atomy, they calculate every day. Every day watching you. Every day. Let me see, Ned is making check. Every day they calculate. One day he make a check, then he make a check. They wait until you make. Number 3, unlimited levels. Unlimited levels. Number 2, number 3 is very powerful. You know, there was a company called ACN. Okay, I'm gonna raise it. There's a company called ACN. I did this company just before I do Atomy. All right? What they tell you is this. Well, B, if you have 3 people on your first level, and if they do 3 people each on the second level, and they did 3 people again, and fourth level, if they did 3 people again, 5, 6, 7. You know how many people you're gonna have on the 7th level? A lot of people. It's like more than 1,000 people on the 7th level, right?
Yes.
A lot. And I let you override up to 7th level. You have 3 conditions. If you do this, you could override up to 2nd level, but only few people. Right? If you do the second condition, we'll let you to override up to 5th level. If you do more spending every month, you could override up to 7th level. So you better do this condition, which means you end up spending more and more money. Then we'll let you to override up to 7th level. You know what? This is ideal, but in reality, does it happen like that?
No.
Never. Probably you could do 3 people, but none of your people can do 3 people. I mean, only few people. Not everybody can do this. So actually, in reality, it becomes like this. They could do a couple people, and usually most of the people, they don't even introduce. They don't even introduce. So it never happened like this. And even it happened like this, you could override only up to 7th level. But in Atomy, you could override unlimited level. Unlimited level. Doesn't matter. Only one condition. Only one condition. You have to have 10,000 PV as your PPV. So you have to buy at least one of these. Once you have 10,000 PV, you are allowed to override unlimited level. Is it too difficult? No. No, $16. Probably you could start override unlimited. Not bad. That's number 2 and number 3. Number 4. Your income is based on smaller group PV. Your income is based on your smaller group PV. Let me tell you a story. Let's say I've been building my left legs because I've been telling my friends. And now I realize that I need a right leg. So I start to talk to my wife's friend. So I'm starting with I have a best friend, his name is B. Okay? And I talk to B. Hey B, this is a great company, great product, and great opportunity. Let's do this together. You know what B says? I don't think so. That's MLM pyramid scheme. I don't think it's gonna work. Since we are best friends, I'll be a member for you, but don't bother me. Okay? Don't ask me to come to a seminar. Don't ask me to buy something more and more. Don't ever do this. Okay? So I was so angry because the B didn't, cooperate with me. So even though I was so angry, look at this. Even though I was so angry, can I open another leg like this? No. Since our binary system, even though I hate him, I still have to put people on the B. Like this.
So the commission you make behind those people goes to you, right?
Okay, this is B. And after like 3 years, I could have 10,000 people on the B. So let me ask you a question, B. This guy have 10,000 people under him. Do you think he's going to make any check?
No.
I'm asking B.
That's my question just now. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
The answer is no. The answer is no. Doesn't matter how big group you have, you're not making check. If you start making check just because you're my friend, you signed up before, and you have 10,000 people under you, just because of that you're making money, it wouldn't be fair, right? It's not going to be fair because B didn't work anything. And if he didn't work anything and if he could make money, that would be not fair compared to those people under him, right? So that's why we said your income is based on your smaller group PV. So technically saying, B doesn't have any smaller group, right? B just have one giant group. Doesn't matter how big it is, if you have only one group, you don't make income. So B realized that, I need to build my smaller leg. So he started put people like this. 3 people, 10,000 people. Which group will produce more group PV? The 10,000 people. So he's going to make income based on his smaller group PV. Understand?
Yes.
That would be fair, right? Otherwise, it's not a fair game if it's not like that. So that way, it's fair game. Number 5. Once you have an income, your group PV will reset to 0 PV. Once you have income. Let's say, if you have a 300,000, let's say if you have a 300,000 in your PPV, and you have a 300,000 on your left and right side, you're gonna make around $70. Okay? And then This 300,000 will be reset to 0. This 300,000 will be reset to 0 PV. Understand? It's going to be reset to 0 once you make money. But let's say this. It's going to make $70 because your income is based on your smaller group, right? But it's going to reset to 0. But what about this one? B, what do you think? It's going to reset to 0, but what about the 600,000? Huh? It's going to reset to 0. Yeah. And when I say this, whoa, now I know the company is ripping off you like that, right?
Yeah.
And then say, where's my 300,000 PV? Oh man, it's not fair. My 300,000, they are taking my money. You could think like that.
Of course.
But you have to know this. Let's say this is you. This is each one of you. You're the only one who does the business. Then usually you're gonna put like this: 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. Then you're gonna make a check. You don't wanna waste your PV, right? That's the normal people. That's what I'm gonna do too, right? But what about this? This is you. You've been doing like this, and there's a guy like B. Where? Jason. I'm gonna do this too. So B put 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 like that. So he's got 300,000, 300,000, and he makes the $70, right? And at the same time, I did just 300,000 and make $70. So since I'm overriding unlimited level, I'm overriding everything of this, right? So for me, it was 600,000, 300,000 because that's what B did. So did you lose your 300,000 or did you take advantage out of B? That's your advantage, right? Nobody's gonna do like this. Let's say this is me. Put 100,000, 100,000, 600. Oh man, I forgot to put my right side. So I'm gonna start putting 300, 300,000, and all of this will be reset to 0. Nobody's gonna like this. Nobody's gonna do like that. But why is it happening like this? Why is it unbalancing? That means there's a person working under you. So if you see unbalancing, you should be happy because you have a people running under you, right? Then all he has to do is find another person who works for you. Then you'll be successful, all right? So that's what it is. So don't ask your sponsor, oh man, where's my 300,000? All right? That means you're taking advantage. Number 6 is a global business. Global business. If you become a member from here, you are a US member, United States member. But we have a branch office in Canada, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. Now you could sign up people, Singapore people in Singapore. Of course, you could sign up people, if they stay here, you could sign up anybody. So that's the benefit of doing this business in America. So that's the benefit of doing business in America because you meet all kinds of people, right? But here's the business. You could sign up, for example, Canadian person under you. You could sign up Japanese under you. You could sign up Taiwan people under you. You could sign up Singapore people under you. They are all connected like that. Just like you are signing up the person right next to you. You could sign up the person sitting in Canada, Japan, South Korea, Singapore, Taiwan, doesn't matter. Soon we'll be opening Malaysia. Soon we'll be opening many, many more countries in Southeast Asia. So if you know, you better be prepared. You want to make a group first before they open the country. Okay? Anyway, let's say there's a person from Singapore. He bought a Morning 6. That's 100,000 PV. That 100,000 PV will benefit all the people over him. All people over him. And it's going to benefit me. All people like Singapore, Taiwan, Japan, as long as they are connected, it's going to benefit all of them. the PB will travel internationally and benefit all the people connected. So this is a global business without paying any fee. Let's say you want to open your own office, own business in overseas. Probably you have to be there first, and you have to register for, you have to make an account, and you have to open a bank account. You have to get a license from the government. There's a lot of processing involved. But in Atomy, doesn't need anything. All you need is smartphone. You could just not even saying word, you could be doing business internationally. All right? So these are the 6 characteristics of a group PB. All right, based on these, every time if you have a 300,000 PB on your smaller group, you make 15 commission point, and if you calculate that, it's around $70. It's around $70. As every time you have 300,000 PB on your smaller group, you're gonna make around $70, which is 15 commission point. But in the beginning, of course, you don't have enough people. You don't make this income every day. Probably you can make your first check in your first month. But if you keep adding more and more people, it's gonna take less and less time to make next check. So eventually you'll be making this kind of income every day. Every day. They calculate every day, they pay you weekly. So if you start making this kind of income almost every day, you are ultimate successful person. Because simply nobody can sell this product that much every day. Probably even though you're a very, very good seller, you don't want to sell every single day until you die, right? You want to make members and let them buy automatically, voluntarily. Then you make this income automatically, residually. That's our goal. So you better make members. Don't try to make any margin, try to make members. That's the long-term goal, okay? If you start selling, trying to make a margin, probably you have to be selling over and over to make margin. But if you're making members, you could sell once and making residual income over and over and over. That's what we want. So after 300,000, if you have a 700,000 every day, you get 30 commission point, you make $140 every day. Okay? If you have 1.5 million points and you get 60 commission point, that means you make around $280. If you have 2.4 million points, you're getting 90 commission point and you make $420 a day. If you have a 6 million, 150 commission point, that'll be $700. If you have a 20 million, 250 commission point, that'll be around like this. If you have a 50 million, 300 commission point, that'll be $1,400 a day. All right, that's daily income. Let me tell you a story. When I met this business, I met Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim. He's a Royal Master now. At the time, he was a Royal Master too. He's now Royal Master. When I met him in the beginning, he was making this income every day. Every day. At that time, when I met this business, of course, I couldn't make this income every day. But later, I worked hard. I was making this every day. And then later, I was able to making this income every day. And later, I was making this every day. Now I'm making this income every day. Every day I'm making this income. And sometimes I'm occasionally hit this level too. So I'm making this income every day now. So since my group is so much bigger and his group is bigger, even bigger, he was making this income 4 years ago. Does he make more money now than this one or not? Same money. Same money. Doesn't matter how big you have, your maximum money is this money.
Like every day?
Every day. So, do you think I could be there someday? Sure. Yes, I'll be there someday. And do you think you could be there someday? Yes. Yes, same thing. Here's the deal. Mr. Kim, for him, his smaller group is 200 million PVs every day. His smaller group, 200 million. It's 4 times bigger. Does he get paid 4 times more money than this one? No. His group is gonna getting bigger and bigger and bigger. For example, the whole United States people, they become under me. Do I make more money? No. The whole world become under me. Do I make more money? No. The whole universe, let's say there's a ET, they brushing their teeth, and they become Atomy member. Even the whole universe using Atomy member under me, I'm not making more money than this one. So there's a cap. Okay? So in fact, it is like that. This $300,000, $700, let's say we call it 100 PV, 100%. 100%. Okay? B, let me ask you a question. $70 to $1,400, that's 2 times, right? 300 to 700. Is it more than 2 times or 2 times? More than 2 times, correct. How about 70 to 280? It's 4 times, right? How about 300 to 1.5 million more? 1.5 million. Is it 4 times or 5 times? 5 times. This one is 6 times, and this one is 8 times. This is simple. 70 to 700, 10 times. 300 to 6 million, 20 times. Which means this. If we call $300 to $70 100%, this could be 86%. This could be 80%. This could be 75%. This is easy, right? 50%. And that's 20%. And that's 10%. The more volume you have, less percentage you're going to get. It's totally opposite way of other company or outside the company. Actually, most of the company are doing opposite way. If you sell more, you make more percentage, right? That's what it is in outside. But in Atomy, if you have more volume, you have less percentage. This is a really, really important concept. Let's say 5 of us. We have 5 people, and I have $1,000 here. We have to share the $1,000 with 5 of us. How much do we have to share? $250, right? But instead, I'm taking $250. I'll just take $10. But if I just take $10, what's going to happen? They end up getting more money, right? So, same thing. The 44% is there. We have to share. But those people on the top, they just take 10% out of their volume. Then the more will be end up to the bottom people, right? That's how it is. That's how it is. Understand? So, let me draw a picture. If I draw this, some people may run away. Why? That's triangle. Because they may think, oh, now the pyramid scheme comes out. Probably that's why they run away. But the triangle itself doesn't have any problem. In fact, everything is triangle. One boss, many employees, right? That's what it is. One president, many people under them. That's triangle. The triangle itself doesn't have any problem, right? These people will make sales volume. That's the sales volume. How much, whatever it is, that's the sales volume. The part of the sales volume, probably 35%, will go back to these people as a commission, right? That's when the problem comes in. Why? Because the company pay you like, this is other company, by the way. The company will pay you like this. The top 1% people make 90% of the commission. Bottom 90% of people will make only 1% of commission. That's what it is in outside. So they take, the top 1% people take 90%. And the bottom 90% people will take only 1%. Unbalancing. Unbalancing. That's why the rich is getting richer, the poor gets poorer. You're never going to catch up these people. And the even bigger problem is this. Here's a bigger problem. If the company gets bigger like this, they'll pay you like this. The top people will make even more money. And if the company gets bigger again, they'll make even bigger money like that. So that's why if you try to do network marketing to your friend, they will stop you. Hey B, stop it. You're only gonna work for the top people. You're not gonna work for yourself. It's like working for yourself, but you're not working for yourself, you are working for the top people. So stop it. I don't wanna waste my time, I don't wanna waste my money, I don't wanna waste my effort. I don't wanna do that. That's why the network marketing before was difficult to do. But in Atomy, it's different. Let me show you how. It's triangle like this. Simply, you cannot make more money than this. So there's a cap like this. Cap. Whatever it is, left over will come down to the bottom like this. All right? So after the company gets bigger like this, then it come down like this. So no matter how big the company becomes, it simply go to the right side. Like this. It's never gonna go like this. Because simply no one can make more money than this cap. No one can make more money than this cap. So that's why everybody could be there. Everybody. If you wanna do it, you could be on the top. So let's say I'll be there first. And then you guys will be on the next. Because once I get there, I have no other place to go up. So someday we all be here on the same line, then we'll be making exactly same amount of money. Not even a penny difference. Do you like it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why?
Because I'm teaching you I'm supposed to make more money. But in Atomy, it's not like that. That's what they think. That's what they think. Because you are doing a leadership, you are making leadership bonus. That's why you have to make more and more money. Because you have more and more leadership. That's what other people think. But in Atomy, if you make around $50,000 every single month, that'll be enough. What do you think? Do you have to have like a $200,000, $300,000 to survive every single month? Do you need that?
No.
If you have a $50,000 keep coming to your bank account until you die, you're gonna make a good living. That's what our CEO says. So if you think the $50,000 every single month to your bank account is not enough, I could recommend a company called MA or Nu Skin. You could go any place and you could be making $200,000, $300,000, even $1 million every single month. But you know what? If you do that, if you go up there, it is very risky because people on the bottom will quit. They will quit. I quit. I started MA before. I quit. I don't do it anymore because it was hard for me. So if you quit, they'll quit, they'll quit, they'll quit. Even though you're up there, someday you collapse. But in Atomy, because I'm giving up so much, that will benefit so many people under me, they're not gonna quit. Would you be quitting spending $1 a year? There's no quitting, simply. So that's why, this is rock solid foundation, and once you get up there, your income is guaranteed for your rest of your life, and you could inherit to your children. Roughly calculation, I made a lot of money in 3 years because I could making this kind of money until I die, and it could be inherited to my children. So if you have only 5 minutes to explain about this compensation plan, just draw these two pictures. That's the difference between other company and Atomy company. We have a cap. Simply, no one can make more money. The maximum money you can make is $1,400 a day, every single day. That's the general commission. And we have, the next thing is mastership bonus. We have 20% divided by number of people again, and they calculate 15 days. And they pay you bi-monthly. So you're getting check 2 times a month. So this and this, you're getting check 6 or 7 times a month. So you'll be busy collecting checks. I think you're gonna like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I love it, actually. I getting check like $2,000, $3,000 check every time I'm getting a check. 6 times, 7 times. Would you like it? Yeah, I love it. $2,000, $3,000, this time $3,000, this time over $3,000. Every time I'm getting a check, it's like that. That's lovely. And soon, after this spring, I'll be making $20,000 a month. That's how I'm growing now. Yeah? I wish I was able to make $10,000 every single month. And after I'm making more than $10,000, I'm wishing $20,000 because $10,000 is not enough. After I'm making it, because I'm spending more and more money, right? So I think you could be doing the same thing, all right? So the mentorship bonus is this. This is a lot of money, but here's another a lot of money too. We have 7 different levels of mentorship. First one is sales master. Second one is diamond master. Third one is sharp nose master, which is I am right now. And the next one is star master. And then royal master, crown master, imperial master. Okay? And you have 20% like this. Cut it in half, 10%, 10%. The top 10% goes to sales master only. And the bottom 6 levels, they have to share 10%. Okay? So the idea is same thing. We're gonna give maximum benefit for the bottom people. So that if they maintain the sales master, they can make a living. Okay? Because if you become sales master and maintain it, you'll be making between $2,000 to $4,000 a month. What about that as a residual income? $2,000 to $4,000 keep coming to your bank account every single month until you die. So let's learn how to become a sales master. Let's say this is you, me. If you have 2.5 million points, 2.5 million points every 15 days, first to 15 or 16 to end of the month. In each session, if you have a 2.5 million points in each session, in each side, then you become sales master. And then you get sales mastership bonus. Okay, let me give you a quiz. How many times of 300,000 can you do while you're doing 2.5 million points? 8 times, right? 8 times. Every time you do 300,000, how much are you making? $70. So you did 8 times. How much is it? 560. If you stop there, you just make this money. But if you do, so this is going to be 2.4 million. So if you do 100,000 PV more, then that'll be 2.5 million points. Then you're qualified for sales master. You'll be making extra bonus, which is about 450. Then you see, how much is it? $1,000. That's number 1. That's number 2. Remember I did 44% number 1 and 20% number 2, right? If you did that, 2.5 million points, you're making number 1 from here, number 2 from here. So combining together, you are making like $1,000 in 15 days. In 15 days. So you just did this 1 through 15. If you do it again through 16 to end of the month, you're making another $1,000. So it'll be $2,000 in a month. That's a residual income. Usually, regular household, they are using 100,000 PV in a month. That's how much they're spending in average. If you take hemoin, if you take probiotics, if you use cosmetics, evening care or shampoo, body cleanser, dish detergent, regular the laundry detergent. Let's say if you have a sister, they use a sanitary pad. Do you eat? Do you like seaweed? Right? Do you like if you use most of the product, it's more than 100,000 PV every single month. Now, but you know what? In the future, each household could be using 30,000 PV every day. So that'll be 900,000 PV per month. If a household using 900,000 a month, how many people do you need to get 2.5 million points? 3 people. 3 people, and if you have 3 people, then you make $1,000. 1 to 15. And if you have another 3 people, you make another $1,000. So total, if you have 6 people, you'll be making $2,000 of residual income. That's in the future. So you know what? It's getting easier and easier because we're gonna launch more and more products. You know, we're gonna have someday we could be selling automobile. We'll be selling cell phone. We'll be selling insurance. But you know what? You don't have to sell to others. You could sell to yourself, which is easy. In that case, we'll have this kind of income every day if you have 6 people and 6 people in each side. But that's for future. For now, we just have 100,000 PV in a month, for example, right? So if you want to make 2.5 million points, 2.5 million points, how many people do you need? 25. 25 people, then you'll be making 2.5 million points. That's 1 to 15. So another 16 to end of month, you're going to need another 25 people. So that way, if you have a 50 household, you'll be making $2,000 a month. Do you think you could do 50 families signed up and let them use the Atomy products? Do you think you could do it?
Yeah.
Is it difficult?
No.
For some people, it could be difficult. For some people. But you have to think about it. Let's say you work for a company for 30 years and then you retire. After you retire, does the company pay you $2,000 for rest of your life? No, they just kick you out, that's it. They don't care after they kick you out. But in Atomy, if you do 50 families, let them use our product, then you'll be making over $2,000 every single month until you die. But you know what? Are you selling product or are they buying the product voluntarily? Which one is that? They are buying products voluntarily because they like it, because they could save money. At the same time, they could save money and they could use the quality products. Because of that, they are buying voluntarily. Then you'll be making residual income. So 50-50 is something that you want to do it. You definitely want to do it. You better do it. But here's the good news. Good news. Let's say B is doing like this. And there's a person, Jason. Oh, B, this is wonderful. I like to do it. And Jason does like, there's a guy called John. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. It is like this. You know what? All of this will be counted to your 50. So you're not doing this alone. You're gonna do this as a teamwork. If you have to do it alone, probably some people could do it, but not everyone can do it. Because we do it as a teamwork, doesn't matter who you are, I said in the beginning. As long as you do the teamwork, we all could be successful like that. Because of the teamwork. So would you like to join our teamwork? Yeah. Of course, why not? Because it doesn't cost anything. As a part-time, I could start doing it. Later, I could do it as a full-time, helping more and more people. Because it's not about making money anymore for me. It's about helping people now. Because I went through all the troubles, all the difficulties. I started from nothing. I was carrying only $5 bill in my back pocket. That was for emergency. If I'm hungry enough, if I'm too hungry, I have to go to Subway to buy a full-long sandwich. That was $5. I don't know how much it is now because I don't go there anymore. I hate it now. I know Subway is healthy, good food, but at the time, it was emergency money for my back pocket, $5. But that $5 sometimes is good for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That was me. That was where I started this business. Now I'm making good money, and I like to help people because Atomy certainly changed my life. I'm pretty sure it could change your life too. If you only want to do it. If you only join our team up. Because if you do it alone, I cannot help you. It's up to you. It's your luck. But if you join the team, do the teamwork, we're going to put the luck out of our way. We're going to make sure every single of you to be successful if you join the teamwork. So would you like to join the teamwork or not?
Yes.
Yes. We have to do a teamwork. We have to help each other. You cannot just simply, oh, you know, I think I could do this way. Oh, I could do this way. Oh, I better make a website. So many people, you know, I was a webmaster. I'm a web programmer. I know how to build a website. Actually, in fact, there's a few websites that I made 10 years ago, still running. I'm a programmer. I know. But why I'm not doing it? Because it doesn't work. There's a way that we can make you to be successful. So until you become oral Sharon's master like me, don't think. Just follow. Just follow the teamwork. Because we have a proven way to make you to be successful. So let's do it. You know? Now, how about becoming a diamond master? Diamond master. You have to make 2 people sales master on your left, 2 people sales master on your right. Same thing. 1 to 15, you have to make 2 sales master. 16 to end of month, you have to make 2 sales master in each session. Then you'll be diamond master. You have to draw this picture in your brain. Don't think this. You have to think this. So while you're doing like this, making customers, you have to make an offer to your customers. What's your name? Bam. Bam. B-A-M. Bam. I have this plan like this. You explain to Bam. And your conclusion should be like this. Bam. That's why let's do this business together. Would you like to do it?
Yes.
Do it. Let's do it. This is your offer. When you make an offer, you are responsible for him to become a sales master. That's your responsible. When you make an offer, be careful because you are taking a responsible. All right? So that you could be diamond master. But you know, Bam says, whoa, okay. You have to make me successful first so that you could be successful, right? So you just sit down, take a look. Okay, let me see how Jason does for me. Right? Is that a teamwork? No. Teamwork is going through all the difficulties together. Together. Not alone, not by yourself. Together. You and I together. That's the teamwork. So you have to make a picture like this and then find the right person for you. All right? So what if you want to become a Sharon Rose Master? Sharon Rose Master. You have to make them Diamond Master. Make them Diamond Master. Like this. What about if you want to become a Star Master? You have to make them Sharon Rose, Sharon Rose, Sharon Rose, Sharon Rose. How about you want to become a Royal Master? Star Master, Star Master, Star Master, Star Master, like that. Does the picture change? No, it stays same. All you have to do is make an offer. Let's do it, Bam, together. If you shake your hand, make sure he travels all the way to here with me. Don't ever break your bonding. Don't break it. You don't break it, I don't break it. You know what happened then? As you go up, they will go up too. As they go up, you will go up too. So that's the teamwork. You know, MA, if you want to make $10,000, you have to make 6 legs to be successful.
Yes.
If you make another level, then you have to make another 6 levels to be successful. If you're going to go another level, then another 6 legs. Another 6 legs. So finally, if you want to reach the top, probably you have to make more than 43 legs to be successful. Do you want to do that, or do you want to simply do the 2 line?
2 line.
And there's no obligation. And we have a teamwork to make each of us to be successful. So today, I'm going to make an offer to you as your sponsor. I'm your sponsor, by the way. You're all my partners. I'm going to make an offer to you. Would you like to be successful? Would you like to be timely, financially freedom? Would you like to be my friend? Because once we get rich, we'll be traveling whole world, helping the poor people, helping the children who have needs. We'll be, making a wonderful life. We'll be changing the world as a team. Today, I want to make you, each one of you, to be successful. Until you make it successful, I'm not going to stop working. I'm not going to stop working. Because I have a goal. I'm going to make 100 people to be imperial master under me. Until then, I'm not going to stop it. So you better be royal master soon. Until you become a royal master, I'm not going to stop working. So please become a royal master making $50,000 every single month so that I could be free. Okay? Can you do this?
Yes.
That's it. Thank you. Now I could